During this week, we're going to take a look at Roman numerals. You've seen Roman numerals around in movie titles, in old buildings, so a lot of different ways you see them. What we want to do is start off with a simple chart. These are the main symbols used in Roman numerals, and then we're going to take a look at three rules. I, V, X, L, C, D, and M. I stands for 1. V stands for 5. X stands for 10. L stands for 50. C stands for 100. D stands for 500. M stands for 1,000. The symbols are arranged from small to large. So the more to the right I go, the smaller the worth is, or the value, or the symbol. The more to the left I go, the larger the value, or the larger the symbol. So we're going to take a look at three rules. First rule is rule of 3. In Roman numerals, at no point will I see any of the same symbol repeated more than 3 times. The rule of 3 is a maximum. So for instance, if I wanted to write 3 I's, I, I'm allowed to. But I can't put 4 I's. That's not how you write 4. So that's the maximum. I could do 3 X's. 1, 2, 3. Whether I put the line above to connect them or not doesn't matter. But my rule of 3 says at maximum, at any one point, you're allowed to have 3 of the same symbol side by side. So this would be a value of 30. Next up is my rule of add. My rule of adding says this. What I'm allowed to do is take a symbol, and I'm allowed to take either the same symbol or a smaller symbol and put it on the right side, and that means addition. So what does it look like? I'm going to pick a symbol, C. Now, I am allowed to add on to that. I'm allowed to pick this symbol or anything to the right of it, anything smaller, and I'm allowed to add it. If I'm going to add it, it must go to the right side. The right side of this, so I'm allowed to add anything in after it. So let's say I want to add on 50. This is 100, and I'm going to add a 50 to it. Well, look for the symbol for 50, and I put an L. And again, it has to go to the right of it. C, L, 100 and a 50. So that would be 100 plus a 50. I could take C and add anything to the right of it. I could add 10. How many 10s? What's the most 10s I could add? Remember my rule of 3, I'm allowed to add 3 10s. I could do this. C is worth 100. Every 10 or every X is worth 10. 10 plus 10 plus 10. So this would be 130. I could keep this and I could add on a smaller symbol. I could add on a 5. I could add on a couple I's. I. That would be plus 1 plus 1. So my rule of add is add things to the right side. Okay? Now I need more room, so you stop the video if you didn't write this down. My last rule is rule of subtract. I'm going to take a smaller symbol from wherever I'm at, and I'm going to put it in front of it or to the left. So let's again go to the C. So this is C, this is 100. Let's say I want to subtract something from it. Okay? I must pick a smaller symbol in front of it. And it goes to the left. So subtraction is on this side of my bigger symbol. Now it doesn't really make sense to subtract 50, because 100 subtract 50 would give me 50. So let's skip that one, let's subtract a 10. So I can do this, I can put a smaller symbol in front of a bigger symbol. What this means is 100 minus the 10. And I'm reading from right to left, I'm reading backwards. This is 100 minus 10, which would now give me a total of 90. Okay? I should also point out here, I can only subtract one thing in front. Remember back to the add rule. The adding, I could add a maximum of 3 items in front of it. To the left, I can only subtract 1. So again, go to the C, which is 100. I subtracted 10. I could subtract a 5. So I can do that. So this is 100 minus 5, which would give me 95. One more example, the most common one is IV. V is the bigger symbol, it's a 5. The smaller symbol comes before it, which is subtraction. I is worth 1. Subtract from right to left. 5 minus 1 is 4, and that's what we know as quadrant 4. Okay? So let's pretend this is my main symbol. Adding. I can add a maximum of 3 things to the right. Add is to the right. Subtracting is to the left, and I can only subtract 1 item. So maybe this is a better picture for you to see. This is Roman numerals. Know the symbols, and there are 3 rules. Rule of 3, my rule of addition, which is 3 to the right, my rule of subtraction, which is 1 to the left.